world is full of mysteries, some we can explain, and some that leave us questioning everything we know. From eerie disappearances and bizarre scientific anomalies to theories that challenge our perception of time, these 10 cases remain unsolved. Could they be the result of hidden forces, unknown science, or something far more sinister? Join us as we explore 10 of the most chilling, mind-boggling mysteries that continue to defy explanation. Welcome to Evolvera. Let's begin. Number 1. The Havana Syndrome, a new type of weapon? Imagine waking up with excruciating headaches, dizziness, and memory loss, all without explanation. That's exactly what happened to US diplomats and intelligence officers stationed in Cuba and China. The symptoms were so severe that some victims even reported hearing a high-pitched buzzing or feeling intense pressure before falling ill. Investigations suggested the possibility of a directed energy weapon, perhaps using microwave radiation, but no device was ever found. The US government launched a top-secret probe into the incidents, with some officials suspecting Russian involvement. However, without concrete evidence, the case remains open-ended. Scientists are divided. Some claim the symptoms could be caused by stress or even mass psychogenic illness, while others insist the physical effects are too severe to be psychological. Could this be a new, unidentified form of warfare, or is something even more sinister at play? Some researchers have proposed that Havana syndrome could be caused by ultrasonic sound waves, which are inaudible to the human ear but can cause physical discomfort. If this is true, it could suggest an advanced espionage tool at play, one we don't yet understand. Number 2. The bloop, a deep-sea sound no one can explain. In 1997, underwater microphones placed deep in the Pacific Ocean detected a sound so loud and so powerful that it could be heard over 5,000 kilometers away. This sound, later named the bloop, was recorded by the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA). Scientists were baffled. No known sea creature could produce a sound of such magnitude. For years, theories circulated. Could this be the sound of an unknown sea monster lurking in the depths? Some cryptozoologists even speculated that it could be evidence of a real-life version of the mythical Cthulhu. However, NOAA eventually dismissed the mystery, suggesting that the sound was most likely caused by icebergs cracking. But here's the problem: no similar sound has ever been recorded again, even though icebergs continue to break. Was it truly just ice, or could it be evidence of an undiscovered deep-sea creature waiting in the abyss? Interestingly, the bloop originated near the exact coordinates of Point Nemo, an area so remote that it's known as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility. Some conspiracy theorists believe this is no coincidence and that the sound came from something hidden in the ocean's depths, far beyond human reach. Number 3. The disappearance of Lars Middick, the strangest airport CCTV footage. It started as a normal vacation. In 2014, a young German tourist named Lars Middick traveled to Bulgaria with his friends for a summer holiday. But after getting into a minor altercation that left him with an injured eardrum, his behavior became increasingly erratic. He refused to fly home with his friends, saying he felt unsafe. He was seen pacing in his hotel room, paranoid that someone was following him. Then, the strangest part, CCTV footage from the airport captured him suddenly sprinting out of the terminal, climbing over a fence, and running into a nearby forest. He was never seen again. His last communication with his mother was a cryptic text saying, "What should I do?" Some believe he suffered from a psychological break, while others think he may have been involved in something far more sinister. Was Lars running from someone? Or was it all in his mind? One overlooked detail is that Lars had searched for cheap sleeping pills before his disappearance. Was he trying to stay awake due to paranoia, or was he planning something more drastic? This detail only adds to the mystery. Number 4. The Pollock Twins, a case of reincarnation? The story of the Pollock twins is one of the most compelling pieces of evidence for reincarnation. In 1957, two young sisters, Joanna and Jacqueline Pollock, tragically died in a car accident in Hexham, England. Their parents were devastated. However, a year later, their mother gave birth to twin girls, Gillian and Jennifer. From an early age, the twins displayed eerie knowledge of their deceased sisters' lives. They recognized landmarks they had never visited, spoke about people they had never met, and even had identical birthmarks matching their deceased siblings' scars. The strangest part? When they turned 5, these memories started to fade, as if they were growing out of their past lives. Could this be scientific proof of reincarnation, or was it an elaborate case of childhood imagination mixed with parental influence? Number 5. The Hexham Heads, Cursed Objects or Hoax. In 1971, two young boys in Hexham, England, were digging in their garden when they uncovered two strange stone heads. They brought them inside, excited about their discovery, but that's when things started going wrong. Their mother reported seeing objects move on their own, hearing eerie noises at night, and even encountering a shadowy wolf-like figure in their home. The heads were given to a paranormal investigator, who claimed that just having them nearby made her feel a dark presence. Some researchers believe the heads date back to the Celtic era, possibly used in ancient rituals. Others say they are just modern carvings with no paranormal connection. So, were these artifacts cursed, or was it all a case of mass hysteria? Number 6. The Valley of Headless Men, Nahanni National Park's dark secret. Deep in the remote wilderness of Canada's Nahanni National Park lies a chilling mystery. For over a century, gold prospectors and adventurers who entered the valley were later found dead, with their heads missing. The native Dean people had long warned of evil spirits lurking in the region, and the area's eerie reputation grew. The disappearances continued into modern times, with hikers and explorers still vanishing under mysterious circumstances. Some believe there's a hidden predator in the valley, while others suspect a secret group protecting an unknown treasure. To this day, no one knows what really happened to those who lost their heads in the Valley of Headless Men. Number 7. The Phantom Time Hypothesis. Is it really 2025? What if I told you that the year 2025 isn't real? According to the controversial Phantom Time Hypothesis, nearly 300 years of history, between 614 and 911 AD, never actually happened. That means we could still be living in the 1700s, not the 21st century. The theory, proposed by historian Heribert Illig, suggests that medieval rulers, including the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, fabricated centuries of history to align their reigns with the year 1000 AD. Supporters argue that records from this time period are suspiciously inconsistent, and that certain historical figures, like Charlemagne, might be fictional. But mainstream historians dismiss the theory, stating that archaeology and astronomy disprove the idea. So, is history itself a lie, or is this just another fringe conspiracy? Number 8. The Man from Taurid, a traveler from a parallel universe? Imagine a man arriving at an airport with a passport from a country that doesn't exist. That's exactly what happened in Tokyo in 1954. A well-dressed businessman landed at Haneda Airport and handed over his passport, officially stamped and issued by a country named Taurid. The problem? There was no such place on Earth. Confused, immigration officers interrogated the man, who insisted Taurid was a real nation, located between France and Spain. Even stranger, his passport contained multiple visas proving previous travels to other countries. Authorities placed him in a hotel overnight while they investigated, but by morning, he had vanished. His passport, personal documents, and any trace of his existence disappeared with him. Was he an elaborate hoax, a time traveler, or someone who slipped through dimensions by accident? Number 9. The Hinterkaifeck murders, a crime that still haunts Germany. In 1922, an entire family was brutally murdered on a remote farmstead in Germany, and to this day, no one knows who did it or why. The 6 victims, including a young child, were found bludgeoned to death with a pickaxe. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. Days before the murder, the father reported seeing strange footprints in the snow leading to the house, but none leading away. The family also heard unsettling noises in the attic, but when they checked, no one was there. After the murders, neighbors reported seeing smoke rising from the chimney, and someone had been feeding the farm animals, suggesting the killer stayed in the house for days after the crime. Despite multiple investigations, no suspects were ever identified, and the case remains one of Germany's most terrifying unsolved mysteries. Number 10. The Max Headroom Incident, a broadcast hack that was never solved. On November 22, 1987, television viewers in Chicago experienced one of the strangest and most disturbing broadcast hijackings in history. During an evening news program, the screen suddenly changed to show a masked figure dressed as Max Headroom, a popular 80s TV character. The figure, whose face was hidden under a rubber mask, spoke in distorted audio and made bizarre, cryptic statements while laughing maniacally. Even stranger, the signal was hijacked twice that night, first during the news, and again later during a Doctor Who episode. In the second interruption, the masked figure made unsettling gestures, spoke nonsense, and at one point, even exposed himself to the camera. Engineers were baffled as to how the hacker managed to override the TV broadcast signal, something that should have been impossible at the time. Despite FBI involvement, the culprit was never found, and their motive remains a mystery. These 10 cases are just a glimpse into the mysteries our world holds. Some may never be solved, while others could hold secrets that change everything we think we know. What do you think? Are these cases simply unexplained, or is there a deeper truth we have yet to uncover? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Evolvera for more deep dives into the world's strangest mysteries. Until next time, stay curious.